Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I have to say, we may have had it difficult in the last couple of games with some performances that have not been so good in the league, in the Champions League, and in the Copa del Rey. But this time, Barca rose to the occasion. 5-2 winners over Sevilla, courtesy of a hat-trick from Raphinha, a goal from Dani Olmo, and another goal from Joao Cancelo. This was a game we really needed to win when you consider the fact that Real Madrid had destroyed Elche 4-1. With that result, they had reduced the points gap between us and them to just 1 point. There was no margin for error. Our boys got the message, came to the pitch and delivered an attacking masterclass that blew Sevilla away. It was a fantastic performance from start to finish. I really have to commend the mentality of our players because that game was being played at the same time Barcelona's presidential elections was going on. I don't know who made that decision and why, but at the end of the day, the players came in, did their job, and we went away with the win. Huge credit to Hansi Flick and his team for keeping the players focused on what really mattered on the night. I was actually very impressed with how we approached the game. We didn't play like we were just expecting something to happen. We played like we wanted something to happen, and that showed in our performance and in the results at the end of the day. A number of players really impressed me, and the first name that comes to mind is none other than Raphinha. This season has not been the best for him. It's been a stop-start season with injuries that have hampered his performances and kept him from living up to the heights of last season. But injuries and fitness issues cannot keep a great player down for too long. Raphinha today showed what he is made of, that he is one of the undisputed leaders of this team and of course one of the best players in the world in his position. Two well-taken penalties and a third goal from a deflected shot is a welcome boost for Raphinha ahead of the game against Newcastle, a crucial second leg game we have to win. After scoring a hat-trick, do you know what most players will do? They'll say, man, I've done my job, I've earned my pay, I don't mind being soft, but Raphinha says no. He kept running, he kept pressing, he kept urging the team forward. That is the spirit of a leader. I believe that with these goals, Raphinha will kick on from now to the end of the season, starting from the game against Newcastle in the Champions League. The world is yet to see his best this season. Now, let us talk about Joao Cancelo. The truth is, many people, including myself, did not believe that Barcelona should have gone for Joao again. The first time he came was great, but we didn't believe he would be able to replicate something like what he did the last time he was here. But Joao is proving all of us wrong. Take a second look at that performance against Sevilla. Almost everything good we did attacking-wise had Joao Cancelo involved. He got 2 penalties, got a goal, and for me, that was the best fullback performance from any Barcelona player in recent times. Joao Cancelo's performance, first in the game against Atletico in the Copa del Rey second leg, and in this game, is something Alejandro Balde needs to sit and take notes from. We have seen an elevation in performance, a quality that Balde has not been able to show, and even when Balde becomes fit, it may be difficult to take Cancelo out of the team. I am not saying that Alejandro Balde doesn't add anything to the team. He's young, he has a lot to improve, and his ceiling is very high. But what I'm saying is that at the moment, his end product is not good enough. What I see from Joao Cancelo is that he really wants to stay at Barcelona beyond this loan period. And with the performances he's putting out, it may be difficult for us to say no to that proposition. He's making a very good case to stay. Would I be in favor of a permanent signing for Joao Cancelo? At the moment, I would say yes. With Jules Koundé out of the team due to injury, we saw Xavi Espas playing at right back, and the truth is that kid is good. That kid is special, and I'm looking forward to what he'll be able to contribute to the team from now to the end of the season. There is absolutely something very special about La Masia. The way they are able to produce players year after year, players who are able to make the jump to the senior team, is beyond phenomenal. I also want to talk about one of the players I consider the most underrated players in the team today. His name is Gerard Martin. For a team as talented as Barcelona, we'll always be talking about players like Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez, and the rest of them. But Gerard Martin has been quietly doing the business. He has lived up to expectations. In fact, he has lived beyond our expectations this season. He has now become one of the most consistent centre-backs for Barcelona, and his performances have not gone unnoticed by the coach, the fans, and the club. Gerard Martin has transformed from a player that I dread seeing in the starting 11 to a player that I see and I'm confident about his performances. He has really grown, he has evolved, and the sky is the limit for him. We have to give credit to 2 people for his meteoric rise. Number 1 is Hansi Flick for believing in him when everybody felt he was trash, and 2 for Gerard Martin for fighting, for working hard and getting to this level. I would probably say almost everybody did well in this game. Yes, we considered 2 goals, 2 avoidable goals, but to be honest, those goals did not affect the course of the game. They were pretty much consolation goals. However, one player who was horrible, disastrous, and terrible in the whole game was Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski has not been bad only in this game. He has been bad for a very long time, and it worries me because we are going to the business end of the season without a number 9 that we can depend on, and that's really scary. Is it age? Probably. Is it confidence? Probably. But the truth is, whichever way you look at it, he's not the player we used to know, and we need to do something about it. I mean, look at those 2 clear-cut chances that he missed. What more can I say? For Robert Lewandowski to have played the full 90 minutes in that game against Sevilla, it looks to me like Ferran Torres will be starting against Newcastle. It's not like that fills me with confidence either. I'm really hoping to see a huge performance from our number 9 in the game against Newcastle. At the end of the day, it's 3 points won, 4 points ahead of Real Madrid, and 10 games left in the La Liga. Something tells me that Barcelona's home game against Real Madrid at the Camp Nou will be the title decider. So we turn our attention to the game against Newcastle, the second leg. We played the first game 1-1, and we have to beat them to qualify for the quarterfinals, which I think we can do and do comfortably. I'll be here to share my thoughts about the game, hopefully about a convincing win for Barcelona. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on notifications for my next video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, live well, be safe, and Visca Barca.